Hey guys, Common Sense Outdoorsman here. I wanted to show you this knife. I'm out here in my backyard, Colorado Rockies. Got the stove going. And I wanted to show you another knife real quick. And it's the Cudeman 148 Bushcrafter. Hopefully this works okay. But here's the knife. And this is a Spanish knife made by Cudeman. Leather sheath. It is obviously a bushcraft knife. It's got a nice Scandi grind on there, and it is their standard MOVA steel, molybdenum and vanadium. It kind of similar to, I would say, to a 420 high carbon, and it's their base steel, I guess. And they do make these knives in other steels. I think they use N695, N690, and other steels, but this is the base steel. I got this a few years ago, and at the time I only paid 60 bucks for it. Has a nice micarta handle. It does have the finger grooves. It does fit my hand, so it works for me. I do wish, as you know, I do like a bigger handle. I do wish this handle was a little bigger, a little fatter, but it is contoured nicely. It does have black liners. It is a full tang knife. Nice lanyard hold in the back, that works well. It does have hardware on there, fasteners that you could take off. I do believe it, although the scales are epoxied on there, but that is a nice looking scale. Very comfortable in the hand, very smooth, very well done for 60 bucks back in the day. Very nice knife. I do wish it was the steel was a little thinner. It is a 4mm knife. I do like it, you know, around 1/8 of an inch or so, 3mm maybe, to be in that sweet spot for a small belt knife. There's the tip. Nice strong tip though. You're not going to break that. This knife, probably one of the sharpest knives I've ever received. Matter of fact, it came so stupid sharp I had to put a little relief edge, a little relief bevel on that edge, just to strengthen it up a little bit. And you know, I think it works a lot better that way. Is the spine sharp enough to scrape a fire steel or to shave some wood or something like that? Yeah, it is. It would need some more sharpening, but you could do that if you wanted to with your rotary tool or get a file out. Very good knife, very nice belt knife, bushcrafter. Could be a camp knife. The Spaniards have been making knives for hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of years. I don't know how long, but they do make great knives. So let's, oh, leather sheath. There's the sheath. It's just a standard belt sheath. Has that tight little loop there. It's not my favorite, but it works okay. It's well made. It's good thick leather. It's not a problem. Knife goes in nice and easy. Snap it up. Your knife is not going to come out of there at all. So it works. Does not have a drain hole, but you could pop one in there if you wanted to. But of course, you know what I'm going to do with this knife. Let's see how it makes feather sticks, maybe a little batoning, a little carving. Let me move the camera here. Get back to my workstation. And see how this knife does. I think it's going to do just fine. Get you a little closer. There we go. Start off with a piece of aspen. This should feather stick this no problem. Wow, really took off a big piece there. So we go a little with the proper Scandi grind. When you're making feather sticks, just very little pressure is all it takes. This wood is very dry, So this knife has no problem with this. Makes really good feather sticks. Like I say, I would rather the blade thickness was down to closer to 3 millimeters instead of 4 millimeter. For a knife of this size, it's under 9 inches long. The blade is close to 4 inches, just a hair over 4 inches. The cutting edge is about 4 inches. So I don't know, that's kind of a small knife for a 4 millimeter thickness. I just think it would cut better and do some of the fine tasks better if it was closer to 3 millimeter. But it still works fairly well, as you can see. It's not a problem. Feather sticks, no problem. I think the ease of doing this with such a sharp, scanty grind is really the way to go for doing bushcraft tasks, especially feather sticks. So that's not too shabby, is it? Pretty good. Those are pretty good feathers. That'll do. Let's take a healthier piece of aspen and see how it batons that down. I don't suspect it'll have any problems, but yeah, that was fairly easy. Sorry if I hit the camera there. Not a problem for this Spanish knife. Ah, piece of cake, that's too easy almost. Not a fair fight. See how it makes some feathers with the spruce. This wood's a little gnarlier than the aspen. Still some smooth action. A little hard spot right there. That's why it's kind of skipping over that, like there was a knot there or something. As I put pressure to get through it, it wants to take off bigger hunks. There we go. So the Cudeman 148 Bushcraft knife, pretty good. I think now they run higher than 60 bucks for this basic steel, the Mova steel. Probably around, maybe you could get it for around 80, 90 bucks. Today's inflation, who knows. But yeah, really good bushcrafting camp knife. If you just want to hog off some steel, hog off some wood, I mean, no problem for this knife. Scanty grinds for bushcraft, it's the way to go. Also like convex grinds or Scandivex, but you can see how this just hogs that wood off. I mean, just taking off big hunks of wood. That's not a problem at all. So there you go, guys. The Cudeman 148 Bushcrafter. Nice micarta handle. Really a good knife. There's a few reviews online about this. A lot of them are Spanish, because it is a Spanish knife, but check it out. Thanks, guys. Common Sense Outdoorsman. Talk to you next time.